Chris in Cornelius, North Carolina. It says here you're voting for Donald Trump. Really?
Yeah, Tom, first, I appreciate your work. I love your reporting on Fukushima, GMOs, political deception. You do fantastic work. You said yourself a little while ago, the game is rigged. It has been for the last 40 years. Really, I would contend it's the last 80-something years.
I would say it's been rigged since the founding of this country. But what's your point, Chris?
Very good. My point is this, Tom. Clinton, Hillary, I love Bernie Sanders, too. He's great. But why are you supporting Hillary Clinton with such passion? Honest to God, okay, and I was a long-time Democrat, and I'm independent. I would much prefer Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton because he is so much more honest. If it comes down to those two, it's a no-brainer, and I'm shocked, to be quite honest, with your passion towards Clinton.
Yeah, I get it that's the Republican talking point that you can't trust Hillary Clinton. I absolutely get it, and I'm very grateful is not quite the right word that Bernie Sanders has never gone after her on that. And I think that an awful lot of the you can't trust Hillary Clinton stuff is a bad rap. I think the vast majority of it is a bad rap. I don't have a lot of trust for Bill Clinton, but in many regards, and in other areas, I think he's been pretty reasonable. But Donald Trump is a Republican fascist. And those words don't always go together. My dad was a Republican. He was not a fascist. And Donald Trump is both. He's a bigot. He's a fascist. And I realize that sounds like, just name calling, hurling, whatever. But I think that there's some substantial evidence to back that up. Number one. Number two, Donald Trump is running on the Republican Party. The Republican Party, there are people within the Republican Party, very powerful people, the Paul Ryans of the Republican Party, who want to privatize Social Security. They want to privatize Medicare. They want to privatize much of our interstate highway system. They want to do away with public education and privatize it. They want to turn everything over to the billionaires. They want to do away with regulations that keep our air clean and our water drinkable and our food safe. They want to do away with our ability to know where our food came from. The Republican Party has basically, since the end of the Eisenhower presidency in 1960, the Republican Party has been on a tear. And that tear has been a total, complete embrace of the top 1%. And I forgot the name of the caller, but whatever your name was, if you are making, over $1 million a year and you're going to vote Republican, I perfectly understand. It makes perfect sense. If I made over $1 million a year, I would vote Republican, or at least I would understand the logic of voting Republican. But I don't, and I have no interest in seeing Republicans run this country. And I think it's astonishing. Well, it's not astonishing. It's pathetic, really, that any person who is, in the working class in America would think that a Republican, any Republican, whether it was Lindsey Graham or Donald Trump, and in that, I think you've got the spectrum, or Rand Paul and Donald Trump. Any Republican, to think that any Republican is going to do better by working people in this country than any Democrat is crazy. The Republicans want to destroy unions. They don't want workers to have rights in the workplace. They want to do away with minimum wage laws, not just keep them where they are, do away with them. They want to do away with child labor laws. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So, privatize the national parks, give them to the billionaires too. Even the question is say that again? 4 seconds. Okay, good. Even the question is astonishing, that anybody, or stupid, that anybody would think that voting for Donald Trump or any other Republican over any Democrat, no matter how flawed they may be. And Hillary Clinton has her flaws. Bernie Sanders has his flaws. And so does that other guy who's running. I forget his name. But, they're so much better than any Republican. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.